Okay. Are we live? That is the initial question I'm going to throw. I'm going to make sure we've got all our stuff out now, and then we're gonna get into explaining what the hell all this is, right? Because I imagine it's maybe a little bit different to something we've streamed before. But hello to people watching the VOD. How are you? Hopefully, very good. I know I am. But we're gonna very quickly just send out a few notifications to I'm streaming. So we're saying, it's a spontaneous stream, isn't it? That's how we can describe it on all the socials. So yeah, we're gonna throw those out, leave people to trickle in, and then I'm gonna explain what the hell I'm doing. Because I think, you know, this requires a little bit of explanation, I would imagine. I'm just going to turn that towards me, to my microphone. I'm going to say, yeah, I've decided to do a spontaneous stream. And usually we get very little click-through from the YouTube community posts, so I'm not going to do that. But let's have a look at what's going on. And I'm going to make sure that we're actually all set up now for what I'm scheming to do. For this ye olde stream. So I'm just gonna make sure we've got everything pulled up. I think we're good. I will look slightly like piss because it is about an hour to midnight over here, but hopefully we're all good and I can explain what we're doing. Yeah, the stream setup is a little bit different, but we manage, we persevere, and overall things should be chill. We hope. So the plan. Basically, multiple years ago, I think 4 now, I used to have a speedrunning world record in a little known game known as Virtue's Last Reward. And I was good at it. I was pretty good at it. I actually had the world record, but like after I got the world record, I never ran the game again. Because, you know, my work was done. And in the time since, I think my time has been beaten by about 12 minutes. And I've finished with, like, my university project for the year, which was partly inspired by Virtue's Lord and Zero Escape series. So, I was thinking, you know what? My workload has lightened up a little bit. How about I treat myself to old time's sake for a run of Virtue's Last Reward? So I did a very, very scuffed, like, run over of, like, how the orders changed and stuff the other night. But this is going to be my first actual run of the game. But I figured I would do it live, so you guys can get in here and, well, you know, chill. But hello, Epic Nerd 99. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, we're gonna go for about 5 minutes on my OBS before we start any speedrunning tomfoolery. I would advise, generally, if you don't care about this game being spoiled, or you already played the game, then this is probably the stream for you. But if you intend to play this game or are in the middle of playing through it and have not finished it, because I imagine that's probably who's getting this in their YouTube sub box, it's very specific, then yeah, maybe not the stream for you. But, that's some good coffee. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that my playback's decent. YouTube Studio on my PC usually doesn't like me very much, so we're just going to make sure it's running fine on my phone, because it's showing me as lagging, but I feel as though that's a lie. And it is a lie. Okay, yeah, we're smooth. We're smooth. We've got this. Okay. Well, should we begin? So, this is going to be a bit of a mess in terms of streams. I'm going to actually keep the thing loaded up on my phone. And the reason for that is I won't be able to see your guys' messages. So with this monitor, right, you're able to see it. It's the little window up in the top right of the screen. But I have so many notes that I need to remember for this thing. I literally will not be able to see most of my second monitor. So, yeah, there's that. But generally, we should be fine. We should be fine. So, above me, you'll see these are the splits. This is what we're going to do. I've trimmed it down from when I used to run this game to just the escape rooms. There's no real reason to do anything else. I gave them little random, unrelated emojis. As we get through them, I will explain them. But I think we're good to go. I mean, they say there's no time like the present, so, shall we do this? Shall we just crack on and see what we can make of this? So, I'm actually going to quickly listen back to my stream, and I'm going to hear what's going on in terms of audio really quickly. It's like, is that super loud, super quiet? Just because the last thing I want is to start a run that's really good, and then, you know, not be able to hear myself speaking. Okay. I think we're fine, actually. Because this is the regular volume of everything. We're chill. We're chill. I probably shouldn't stress over it too much, but I'm pulling up me notes, also known as the thing that carries me a lot in this. Again, I got your chats on my phone, but we've approached the 5-minute mark. Shall we begin? So, yeah, just to check, it is, no, I need to turn my numpad on, I think? Can I? Okay, hang on. Okay, so as you can see, we can skim through these. And yeah, we can reset with that, can't we? I would not like to update my best times now. Okay, just to check. Yes, we press 1 anytime we want to make a little split. And we do that, second we press start from beginning. And then you see that little phrase at the bottom. When we see that on screen, just as credits begin to roll, that is when we're done. Let's wait for that coffee to cool down. So, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this. Again, it's a little bit late at night, but I think we're chill. Also, forewarning for people on the VOD, because there are still people trickling in, also known as, I don't think anyone's tuned in right now, there's a lot of keyboard spamming in this run, so I've slightly moved where my mic is, and we're going to hope that it doesn't impact things too badly. But, shall we go ahead and, should we just get on with it? I think we should just get on with it. So, starting in 3, 2, 1, this is Virtue's Last Reward, hopefully a pretty good time. My previous record was 1 hour, 20 minutes. So that is the time to hope to get close to and or possibly beat. So, without further ado... Fuck. Okay, that's embarrassing. That's marginally embarrassing. So we're just going to get through the Seizure Fest of the opening. I need to go back to the main menu, because for some reason, maybe, I did not manage to start my timer. I think I might need to press... How do I... Game. Don't do this game. Let me quit. Yeah, okay, that was not intentional. So the second I want to click start from beginning, and then, again, pressing 1 to... What the... Okay, that's not cool. For some reason, it's not letting me press my buttons. Okay, this is why we test things before we start streaming, but I haven't had live split installed for effing ever. So, global hotkeys. I imagine that's what we're looking for, right? Is that so? Now, if I click in the game and I can, aha. Okay, well, I'm with it. I'm with it. We have discovered what the problem was. So, take 2, and let's try and get this to work. Will we win? Will we not win? I don't know, but if you're seeing this uploaded as a public video and a trimmed down edit, then we probably did well. But, again from the top, this is the speedrun of Virtue's Last Reward, and let's hope we're able to win. Or at the very least, win against ourselves. So, most of this game is spent on all skip. So, you know, we're skimming over dialogue, right? But where the actual main speedrun element comes in is the escape room sections, like these. So, let's do this. So what we want to do first is we want to head over to, so there's going to be a bit of dialogue first, and then we want to head over here, and then it is 7 old people. Yep, okay, come on. And then, okay, so, yeah, I forget where text is, because again, I've done one very tenuous run of this game beforehand. No, okay, that's not what we want. So we want to back out, and we're going to get more hints. These won't be as annoying later on. We want to get that, then we want to come over here and get you. And then we want to head over here and do the same thing. So we want to do one you, and then there is 4 kids on this button. Then we want to head here, grab you. And then, this is probably the part where I'm going to fumble the most. So we want to go and select the pin we got before, spam through a bunch of dialogue, and use that to unlock this box. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get some stuff in the box, and we need to combine them as is following. So triangular tip, I do not mean to do that, but that goes on the yellow thing. So we're going to cycle around, get that, and then we back out. Then we get the square tip, that goes on the blue one. Then we get the pentagonal tip, that one goes on green. And then we get the hexagonal tip, which by default should go on red, but I'm an old man, so I messed that up. But we're doing decent. We're doing decent, so you spin over here. This is one of the more involved rooms in this room, which is weird. But then, basically, we just use the screwdrivers we just made to involt some vents. And, no, that's not what we want. Thankfully, the extra dialogue you get for clicking too much in the stream and inspecting something on accident isn't major. But they're gonna go, yes, yes, this is very cool, and more dialogue, and then we want to get this, and then I got a little bit of a thing. So let's see if we can get this. So yeah, so clicking and spamming spacebar is usually the right shout. No, hang on, we want to do this, 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 and this. Yes. Then we gotta spam some more. But generally, it's quite a chill game. Like, I'm not sure how much time exactly you end up spending on the, what's it called? Escape from segments overall. I know it's the majority, naturally, but I do not know. No, seriously, okay, this is why this is a practice run, and it's not being touted as a serious run, because apparently I'm just fumbling for my life here. So we want to get you and throw you in. And then we get this screen. So that is sun, star, and sun, which we then need to go throw in here. And then I need to remember that. Yep, these fellas yap a lot in the first stream. I didn't realize how bad it was, but we throw that in. Get this, get a key, leave, and we're done. At which point we make a little split, and we see how long it took us to leave. So, we are already a little bit behind where I used to be. Because I believe the quickest I ever got this room done in was 3 minutes. But let's see. I don't think this is too bad, actually. Again, we've got to be prepared for this last bit of dialogue where they observe the fact the hatch is opened, and there we are. 324. I'll take that, actually, as a starting score. That doesn't matter, and then we've got to go straight into Warskip. So there's going to be some more novel elements here. And they're going to talk a bit. Which means we get to talk a bit. I also have to make sure that my notes are kind of aligned. The next room is significantly less involved, for those wondering. It is done in about 30 seconds, which I love. Yeah, but that's pretty intense to start off with. But yeah, elevator is done with, the big scary one. Honestly, well, I haven't really actually, what's this? To be fair, a lot of the scary stuff is towards the beginning. Because you see, we've just done the elevator, which I think is a, like, evil thing. Even though it takes like maybe 2 minutes. But laboratory, also the one I hate. I looked at the current record, but that's been shuffled towards the beginning of the route, which I won't complain about. And then, worse yet, oh, I need to click something in the middle of the screen in a second. Control room and pantry and bee garden are all earlier on, whereas previously they're kind of like, you know, distributed. But now they're not. Now they're not. So we can, you know, namaste and that stuff. We can. It's kind of a bit more chill. And but we're going into room 2. Had a minute 20 seconds of bliss, right? This room is like laughably easy. I would not take it for any other way. So what we're gonna do, they're gonna yap on a lot, and again, knowing where to like spam click is quite helpful. But so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and usually we'd have to do a puzzle to get a thing that we'd scan, and like a thing that tells us where to scan in order to know where to click on that. But the option is available to just do that immediately, which is very helpful. But yeah, it's moon, the password code, and that is pretty much us done. We've got to click on here, throw that in. Again, my memory skills at remembering these passwords are not the best. Again, they've not been trained like they used to be. But again, generally, spam on through here, and there's a lot of chat. So I'm gonna very quickly. I'm gonna just take a photo of my mouse back. 'Cause I need. I usually don't have enough time to do it. Nope. Okay, gotta keep this up. I need to draw something on my phone that reminds me of where, what the first room's password is, because you use it later on. And it saves me having to, check, which is quite helpful. It saves like a few seconds, but, you know, it's fine. We just pull that Snapchat and the drawing feature, and we're done. So, 3, 2, 1, and door pulls up. And when it does that, bam. So, 607. Just gonna make sure we hit control twice now, the second that I see text in the bottom left, right even, and we're done. So, the thing was sun. I'm going to indicate that with like a yellow circle. You're also sun, and then you're like a star. So I'm going to draw that in yellow, and then yeah, it was sun, star, sun. But now that has been archived on my phone, so we're chilling, and I can get back to having chat open to make sure I'm not missing a thing. Now we got a bit of stuff going on here, a bit of drama. It happens. We manage. in fact, we go through this entire dialogue section again later on. But yeah, complications have arisen. But now, we gotta make a fun old decision. So, I'm gonna make sure there's a little thing you can do here to speed up the rate at which those doors close. Which saves like half a second, which is really sad that I know that. But what we want to do, we are going into the laboratory, which is ally. We want to lose points here. At least in the context of the game. We want to lose points. Because it's quite helpful. And yeah, doors are opening. Can't speed that up the same way. Quite weird. But we're going to go lose some points, which now allows us to get fucking blackmailed. And that allows us to do some stuff in a different timeline. It's weird. But hey, I like the game. We screw with it. And I now just need to make sure that on the next screen I pick to go to the laboratory with Clover and Dio, which is the pink one and the red one. That's a person, not a robot. This coffee has woken me up though. Oh, shit. Right. Forget about this section. Random dialogue prompts in this game. They're at the same point every time, obviously, but I will very frequently forget about when, like, about the fact they're coming up. Like, even back when I was good at this game and had the world record, I would still, like, zone out, chat some random shit, I get distracted, and then it's like, goodbye. You've lost 2 seconds. Which, in the grand scheme of things, is a lot of time. Because, yeah, it just is. But, by the way, if you're wondering what the hell that is going on, like, this side of the screen, or that side of the screen with the Cheems, it's literally just to make... It's just me hoping, honestly. But what the hell? Okay, am I... Again, I forget this section's this long. Again, it is how it is, but still. Also, thank you to all who have tuned in, even if you are working. That is someone I go to university with who works and streams constantly. And they mentioned to me the other week that they were watching, and I didn't mention. Shit! Decision's about to come up. I should probably have known this. It's the middle one, I think, yeah. Gotta go with Dio. But yeah, no. Person I go to university with occasionally lurks and streams. So I'm gonna shout them out now, so then they don't go at me like, you didn't shout me out. So I did. I remembered. I see you in chat. Probably not logged in on your phone. Alright, anyway. So if you're wondering why this one is a moving gif of a sad face, it's pretty much because I hate this room. Generally, it's quite bad. So then we want to go seed next to microscope. Thank you very much. Then we want to go scalpel to the right, which in fact is not to the right in my notes, but to the effing left. Stupid idiot. And then we want to go to the shelf with a frog on. Then we want to get you. We want to get you. Then we want to get you. And we want to get you. Then we want to take this frog, poor thing, over here, and we want to get the where are you? Where are you? Just with them click to clear through. But we want to pour the frog down the drain, and unfortunately we must cut him open to get an item. But let's just zone in while clicking through. There you are. So we want to cut this this fella open, and that gets us an item we can use. So we're gonna nab you, and also while we're backing up, we want to grab you, get a wonderful tank of ethanol, and then some seeds. Then we want to head over here, grab you, and then we want to put this part really confuses me. So we want to get the roots in, right? Just go pour them in to this. Then we want to put some saline solution in, and then the ethanol tank, and then that gets us some mush that we can put in an empty capsule. This room, even in the base game, confuses me, but in the speedrun, it's like, what was going on? Okay, let's pop some saline solution in this. Again, great mystery. Again, this is probably my least favorite room of the bunch, but then we want to throw some ethanol in. It just confuses me. Anyway, we perform some whisking, and then empty capsule, pop that in. And we are now approximately halfway done with this evil room. So, and this is really easy. There's meant to be a puzzle where you figure out, you know, where what goes where, but you can also just defeat it by turning every valve down, and then pop. That does a thing. The beakers have got their beakers in, and then we can continue on with life and whatnot. And then we want to right. No, we need to walk down here, and then you. Okay, so it's 3 to 1 and 4 to 3. And then pop you in. And the right seeds are in. Hooray! It's completed. And then we should be able to get another capsule. And then we can use that to get ourselves the exit password. So let's just nab you very quickly. And pop you in here. and then we need full capsules, and then we need one more. This probably would have been better to open the navigation menu with, but okay, here we are. Never mind. This isn't the exact thing, but we need GAT, GCG, and then GTG-TAC. So it's GAT, and then GTG, and then CTG is there. Again, I just synthesized protein. I don't know what I'm doing, but it worked. Anyway, come on. Right, you fellas yap on, but we're doing Sun Sun Star, which is quite easy. And we need to stay in this for a little bit. And oh, he drew us in. Games W. This is a W game. I love this game. There is, unfortunately, the grand, reign of all yapping in this game. Some of which I can't skip with the inbuilt text function, so you will hear my mouse and keyboard kind of going crazy during novel sections. But, on the contrary, right, you know, it's all part of the experience, right? So let's, okay, yep, found it. Nope, I don't want to examine the key. I just want to leave. I want to leave, please. Okay, we're back out, and then we just go to this door, slam this key in, and then bump, and door goes up. Welcome to the stream, Geo. Right, okay. So what we want to do is we want to go on all skip, but this is where we save a little bit of time because someone was kind enough. Okay.
Take it back by force if I was you.
Okay. Anyway, so he's going to be threatening. We're going to go solve a different puzzle. We're going straight into another puzzle. I know it's evil, but this one's a bit nicer in how it works. But yeah, what we're saying, the gaming do be going hard. They just go hard. I'm aware I do not have a thing on my thing that makes the thing any less, what's it called, allowed. But we manage. We persevere, some would say. Anyway, come on. And pop. Right, you're going to pick up that telephone. So it's 2, 6, 5, and 2. And the front, and then the top opens, and then we grab this, and then we just pop you closed, back out here. Then we throw in here, and then I just got to check the puzzle. Wow, that's very easy. Okay, come on. He's yapping. He yaps so much. Sigma, shut up and enter the puzzle. So it's you, and you. And we have this puzzle usually takes me about 30 minutes to 45 to complete. If I'm trying to solve it with the hints given, it's devious, honestly. But devious does not apply to the speedrun because the real devious thing is the fact that this room is cleared in about a minute. If that, it's kind of foul. Okay, anyway. We want to skim through these, and then we do have a nice, pleasant break again. A little bit less of one than was previous after Infirmary, but a pleasant break nonetheless. But yeah, this route's speed metric is seemingly just governed by the ability to spam click like your life depends on it violently. And you're going to yap about Schrodinger's cat, and I need to look for a thing where I tell Fi to shut up. Yep, okay, it's here. Again, this is stuff I can memorize in future things. But then they're going to manually kick me out of the room, and then I'm going to press E, because that helps my speed up scroll speed. I'm going to click over here, stick this in, 3 and 2 and 1. Door animation, get me that end screen. Easy. That is pop. And we're done. We're done. Only thing we need to watch out for now is pressing enter 3 times during this novel section. But we're getting quite, I don't know, it feels quicker text skipping sometimes than others. I don't know if that's just the vibe I get, but but thank you for stopping in, Joe. I do appreciate it. Even if I do look like an insane, rambling old man, I will cheers to that. Okay. Gotta hit that button. Then again, we gotta, oh, couldn't skip it that time. Weird. Okay, anyway, we're going to the, control room. Shit. What's the control room? Okay, I need to betray here. Yeah, I have to betray. Because control room is on that route, which is kinda... Yeah, okay, I forgot to write something in my notes, so I'm having to wing this. Yeah, control room is... Okay, I'm kind of nervous now, actually. Is control room betray that I need to press? We're gonna hope. We're gonna hope this takes us through to control room. And yeah, okay. Oh, okay, that was way quick, actually. Then, the doors didn't stall an opening. Alright, either way, let us continue. Again, we got to go through this little novel section here while we wander around the rooms while we wait for the doors to open. But that's it pretty much. So bump 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 bump. You're thinking if you've pissed off a politician by sleeping with his wife, which is something you did, but it's more of her fault. Then we have a bit of a flashback about how we get here, and then we go to the lounge. Yeah, sometimes I think I have played this game too much, and other times I also think I have played this game too much. That's what I mean. I get distracted and lose a millisecond on that button press, but we keep going. We persevere, and hey, maybe we'll get a good run. That's a lie. I mean, look, we started this 24 seconds behind, where I've previously started the runs, but we might save time elsewhere. False, isn't it? But a man can believe. A man can believe. And a man will believe. So, you guys are gonna get spooked. Very scary. And bump, 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 bump. Okay, control room. I actually need to remember this. Control room is with Luna and with Vi. So, actually, are we forced into going to the control room in this route? I think we are. Which is great, because I don't need to dread a button press. No, I need to say I'm okay with that arrangement. That's what I need to do. So it will give me a yes or no option. I press yes, and then we leave. See, I've enjoyed what is essentially 3 minutes of just raw bliss in between escape rooms, but now we're going to log back in. Again, bit of vandalism involved in this room, but again, not as bad as I used to think it was. So we're going to get over here, and then we want to... You fellas, you're going to yap. And we want to get you, and then that's going to fall off. And then we add to the panel with numbers. And this is... Okay, I forget, this room is a bit more involved, so I may actually shut up for a sec just so I can focus. But we want to get on you, and you're going to observe that it's missing a handle, and then you're going to go, wait, we have a handle. And then we screw it in, and then valves... Yeah, so you're going to give me an example of how this works. And we want 1, 3, and 5 to go left, counting from left to right. Okay, you are yapping a lot, Luna. So it's 1, 3, and 5. Bump. Beautiful. That's most of the room done. So, okay, so then we gotta go. So that's turned on now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that man's woke up. So then we're gonna back out of this, and we're gonna go to the locker to the left, and then on the left, and then we want to do kind of this T shape, and then the other one is like a backwards L. And then we want to get this big-ass root thing, and then we want to grab you, and we want to backwards out. And that will get us that. And then this is pretty much midway through again. This is one of those rooms where I dread it in my head, but it's not as bad once I get around to doing it. So we want to assemble the machine, and that took way less time to assemble than I thought it would in terms of dialogue. Nope, I gotta click here, don't I? Yes, okay. And it does a little scan. Then we're going to do 6, 8, 10, 9, going clockwise from the number 19. Again, my notes, similar to like my Fortnite Festival notes, will make no sense. But that's fine. We manage. So, it's going to do a scan, and then we've got to give some data. And then that gives us a screen. And that screen tells us our password. So, it's, let's go. So it's 6, 8, 10, and 9. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Then we just gotta get to the room. So, bop, 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 bop. Again, it's kind of difficult to know what needs to be... Okay, oh, that's right. Moonstar Sun in, like, a backwards right angle. Okay. Make sure I... Nope, nope. Okay, that was a little bit bad, because I accidentally dragged down when I didn't need to, but it was a Moonstar Sun. So, bop, 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 and triple click there. Bop. Easy. Actually easy. Chat, I think we may actually achieve a 0 escape, after all. Either way, so what we're going to do now, following this room, we're done with this timeline. So they're going to discuss some stuff, right? And we're learning things there. What we want to do... Okay, no, okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain it in the next novel section. Because, we gotta lock in. We gotta make sure we can get out this room and that I can do my splits properly. Yep, you're right, you're talking about the thing. We need as many chances to skip text as possible because this game is nice like that. Right, stick the key in. 3, 2, 1... Door goes up, and the second that screen begins... Button. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, as part of this route, you have to get a mandatory game over. Like, it's the only game over you have to get in the game. And we're going to get that now. Because that will kick us back to the timeline screen. And we can use that to go into a different timeline. Look, again, the route is pretty much every single room that was previously in the run I knew. Going off, like, well, the record and stuff, I just kind of revised the order. But, it's one of those things where it's like, I am like... I don't know, maybe the ordering saves a bunch of time and I don't just know it. Because the only, like, perceptible difference in the run that I've noticed is that you leave following the laboratory section a little bit earlier. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I probably am. Have I speedrun this game at all in the last 4 years? No. So I'm probably wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, there may be some quirk of, like, the ordering, if stuff's loaded into memory that makes the text scroll quicker. Maybe, who knows. Either way, so we need to go and get ourselves killed. And I am just going to prepare for the easiest room of the run. Maybe second easy, but we're going to just kind of speed them up. But we are going to go and get ourselves a betray. And this will piss someone off so sufficiently, it will benefit us in another timeline. So we want to go pop. And, ooh, okay. Is spamming back to all skip there a strategy? Because that's like, Alright, either way, got a game over. We're dead. But now we're going to go back in time. So, we want to go and we want to return and we want to scroll all the way up back into here. Do we wish to jump? Yes. And then we want to go onto wall skip and we want to go through the magenta door. So this is difficult. So we need red moon, green sun, and blue planet. And I gotta be a bit more selective in this. This is the only other area where I think I could have improved previously. Because I used to pick up everything, but I don't need to. I need to get moon, sun, planet, and red, green, blue. So let's get that. So let's get these. Nope, not helpful. No, okay. Oh my. Okay, I'm so used to these people just yapping on. The second I start. Okay, this is dismal. This is dismal. Stop inspecting the class Sigma. Okay. So we need red, green, and blue. And then we need planet, moon, and sun. So sun is the first one we're holding, so we want to stick that in there, and that is green. Okay, so we're gonna get the cool green, and once we get the pure distilling essence of the cold green, we're gonna make a drink, and then we're gonna get red moon because that's the easy one of mine to remember. So we're gonna grab click you, and then click you, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna make red, and then it's red sun, wasn't it? No, it's red moon. Okay, glad I checked that. And we want to go to the left, get ourselves an empty glass, and do some more mixing. And then the final one we want is and no, I gotta. Okay, my navigation is kind of fucked. But the final one I need is blue planet. So that's blue, and then planet should be this one, yeah. So we're gonna mix that, and that is this room done. Again, you essentially just mix some drinks, and the game's like, all right, yeah, we'll let you leave now. Okay, so he's going to observe the fact that, in fact, placing that makes it light up. We're going to, yeah, okay, that's way quicker than using the click-through feature. We're going to do this. That should give us a nice little ding, and then they all go green, which is great because now we get this. So that is star, moon, star, which is not too bad. Again, like if you want to get very technical in this game, like if it was ever truly perfected, it could come down to the RNG of safe code you get and how quick they are to implement. However, that's psychotic, because I feel as though there's probably a way you can optimize how rooms are done, more than hoping for RNG in what codes the game gives you. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one day the codes people get will make a difference. But we'll see. Okay, okay, that's I accidentally did that, but we're just going to move over here, do a bit of this, do a bit of that, do a bit of clicking through, and come on! You all talk so much, but that's fine. That's fine. I talk a lot. And that puts us at minute 26, which feels absurd. Like, if you look at how much of this we filled out, nope, that was bad. But if you look at how much of this flowchart we filled out, it really isn't all that bad. There is a built-in break to this run, I should mention, coming up after the next round. So we're going to be trying the next AB game, and I'm going to keep up with that strat for all skipping before the door animation, because that might be a shout. We do this, then we escape, and then you can't skip the credits on the first ending you get, which will actually be this one. I'm kind of clever with it, in a way. That's one thing I like about the New Order. We get this ending, I think. Actually, I don't know, when did we get this ending in the previous run? Was it the first thing we did? I think it might have been. I think it might have been. I might be wrong. But basically, it's yeah. So we're gonna go and we're gonna start, and we are gonna pick Betray. No, okay, never mind. We still pulled back a little bit of time there, but didn't realize that. But so Fire's gonna tell us to Betray, and we're gonna do what she says. Then when we get when we get the second, we're gonna bam. Okay, those okay. I'm feeling the vibes here actually. So what we're gonna do now is the pantry. This is like I've never had a more love-hate relationship with something in a game, right? Because I hate this room in the like playing this room as intended in the actual game. Nightmare. In the speedrun, we kind of fuck with it. Should play we swap and we party for a video idea very rigged. I will keep an eye open for that. We swap. I think I know which one you're on about. So I will give that a go actually. I will remember it up here. I do want to play more stuff on Wii parties, so I will pull up and I will hopefully persevere. But yeah, as I was saying, I hate this escape room segment in the original game. At least how you meant to. But in the speedrun, it's also evil in the speedrun, but it's like the fun sort of evil. But maybe I'm just insane. So we need to go with Clover for this one, don't we? Never mind, yeah, okay. Never mind, it forces us through. There's no input. Anyway, we're about to arguably walk in. We're about to arguably see a master of his craft at work. Or worse yet, someone very rusty doing his craft. So we're going to grab you, then we're going to grab you, then we're going to grab you, then we're going to grab you, and then we're going to grab you. And we're going to... Okay, yeah, so there's a thing in there, and then the drawer's going to fall out. And then... Okay, so... No, okay, yeah, they talk so much. Okay, so they remark how that's, like, pretty warm. Then we're going to grab you, we're going to stick that with our little button thing to make a button. And we're going to go stick that in this little vending machine thing here. And then we can play a little slidey game, which should hopefully go well. I have the directions written down, but this is evil. So we've got to slide the ice blocks around before they freeze in here. So my notes say it is right, down, left, down, right, down, left, right, and then down, left, down. Oh, of course. I see what's going on there. Previously, I would have had no idea. This is one of those times where I wish I kind of had, you know, a slightly quieter, whatchamacallit, keyboard and mouse. Because I'm aware that the clicking would probably go crazy. You didn't tell me you were going to do this. Oh, I know, Peter, I know. The thing is I came up with the stream idea about like 30 minutes before I started. And you joined on Pantry, no less. That's actually devious. There's... Like, you in this room, I remember you mentioned the other night that you hated this room, and honestly, I agree. Good take, it is evil. No, okay, so we want basic is +3. Okay, bop. You know, I understand. You in this room, this is the room that got you to stop playing the game. It's like, I agree. Wholeheartedly. It's over for me, man. It is. Wait, no, I need you to voice the violin in my further whatchamacallits, my doohickeys, my projects. I handed that in today, by the way. That's part of the reason why I'm streaming this, because, well, my dissertation's done, and this somewhat inspired my dissertation, so haha. Anyway, shit. Okay, part of my notes are cut off, so we're gonna have to improvise this next part. Okay, right, 1, 2, 3, E and 3 check. Yeah, there's a bunch of codes we need to stick in. This room is so... It is! Are you telling me that you don't think peak game design is the part where they make you put in a bunch of codes on this screen? Because... Look, I could go on about how stupid this room is to solve regularly. But in the speedrun, again, we kind of mess with it. So now it is 4, 5, 6, 8, and 7. Check. And actually, never mind. It's not over. I can just scroll to see where I'm actually what I'm meant to be viewing. Old man has an issue and realizes it can be solved in about 4 seconds, and it's A6. Again, so many of these codes feel similar, but they're not really. But while returns, he does. He does. Will he return in a form of media at some point? Who's to say? Who is to say? Oh, you fucking bastard. No, 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 no. No. Oh, no. Oh, shit, right. This is where the speedrun comes apart. Right, this is... Gentlemen, I believe I may have accidentally flubbed up the speedrun. Just slightly. But let's have a look. Let's have a gander. So we gotta stick you in, then 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 we gotta stick you in, and 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 then we put you in there. It's so dumb. There's so much clicking. Okay. Okay, right, okay. So we need to make the nutritional values work, so it's about... No, it's one of these. I think it's you to you, isn't it? One of you will do it. No, it's shit. I am panicking a little bit because I don't remember the solution to this. We're just gonna... Should we fuck around and find out? I think that might be appropriate. What is the solution to this? Good question, actually. Good question, brain. If only I knew. Okay, no, I think you have red and you have like 2 purple. Oh, shit. I have made the grave mistake, I believe, of not checking what I'm meant to do here. Right, do we Google the result? I think we gotta. Hang on, okay, VOR, shit, I accidentally pressed on the right tab. Okay, VOR, pantry, solution. The time is still running, but we're not going to talk about that fact. So what is the actual solution to this? Okay, so a B column needs 1 fish, 2 salads, 2 soup. Okay, well, 2 salad, 2 soup. Okay, really? It was that simple. Okay, I've now minimized my notes, so I need to pull them back up. Okay. Anyway, Davin Holst has appeared. Hello, Davin. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy my slow descent into insanity as I try to escape this room. Either way, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is partly what we call a running killer, having to look up the solution to something you should know by heart. But we don't mention that. We don't mention that. Okay, and there we are. Bop, bop. And then, right, you Alice, please be quiet. I'm trying to leave. Okay, and we bop on you, and here we are. Okay. And wait for the door to go up. Okay. So, we can actually have a conversation now because my brain isn't going to be flooded with puzzle notes that I should be remembering. Yes, welcome to the stream, Davin. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, we're out of the pantry. Apparently it only took us 12 minutes. Nah, that's from Lounge. Bit different, but... Yes, welcome to the stream, everyone filling in. Hopefully you enjoy. I know this is very niche. We have played this game on the channel at some point. But we finished it about 4 years ago. Anyway, it's been a murder. Bit bad. Things have gone wrong. But we're gonna leave. Specifically, we're gonna be like the evilest person in the room. And I feel as though I should mention that, like... In the route we're playing, we are like the evil version of ourselves. Like, we have no conscience. Like, like the person that someone else was like relying on is just kind of like bit the dust, right? And we're like, oh, you can trust me, and then we stab her in the back in the AB round to get 9 points and then dip, which is a bit mean. But it does give us our first set of credits, which is great, absolutely splendid, because we're mostly on the way to being done. Like, okay, so we now got to go to that point in the timeline. Okay, we got 2 endings like back to back here. In fact, like, no, we get 3. Ooh. Okay, I didn't realize it was like that, and maybe I should have. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're actually closer to the end than you may think. Says man who was not even 50% of the way through the run, but it's fine. So if you guys want to have a chat about anything, we have about 3 minutes in which we have to sit through these credits. Again, first time you get credits on a new save, it forces you to sit through them in their entirety. Before it's like, nah, there's different endings, just kidding. So yeah, we get the credits, and then we go again. Like, well, okay, technically we've solved over like half the rooms, because one of my remaining splits is not even... Okay, 2 of them, actually, are not even rooms. Because one of them is just inputting a password, right? And the other one is putting codes in. So we don't really have B-Guard and Golem Bay, security, and Q left. Which isn't bad, actually. Again, we just gotta, again, this will probably be really disconnected speedrun to anyone who is unfamiliar with the speedrun, which is like everyone barring like 5 people on Earth, maybe. But yeah, we have fun with that. But or even with, like, unfamiliar with the game. But basically, what we're doing throughout all these splits, the gimmick of the game is you remember stuff from different timelines to help yourself get out of tricky situations in other one and eventually escape the evil game alive. So what we're doing is we're hitting the bare minimum of the mandatory checks that we need to fulfill in order to get the true ending. So we found out where we can get medicine, then we get a mandatory game over, but we can come back to that point and get the better version of that outcome a little later on. But once we get that, we can go back in time, get the ending we're currently on now, which takes another box. Then we go to a different ending, get a code, and that takes another box. Then we go and we get another ending, where we find out a code from someone at the very end of their route, which takes us to another set of credits, takes a third box, and then we go into the true ending with the bare minimum amount of checks ticked. But the only reason this is like even a semi-short speedrun is because like, you see where security is, right, in my splits. You see how it's like a celebration thing. It's like, security, I love security. It's easy. Which is nice, because it follows Pantry, Bee Garden, and Golem Bay, which... Oh, evil. Evil. But, yeah, where security is, there is a passcode we gotta put in. But we can just put it in and, like, have an attempt without visiting the routes where we would have to get it. But if we had to go do those routes, it would take a decent bit longer, I think. Yeah, off the top of my head. Yeah, no, it'd add like a solid amount of time. Thankfully, that's not the case. So, we got here's them. We're going to return, and then we're going to go back up here, and we're going to click ally. So, we want to, so, wait, we're not at the right point, are we? We're not, okay, never mind, I'm stupid. We went to the wrong place. And that is why this will probably not be world record. We're meant to go back here. And then we're gonna spam that, get the doors to open quickly. And we skim through this entire section again. So, Botanical Garden. This is the room with Alice and Luna. So I assume it's gonna make me have to go with Luna? I don't actually know. Because the thing is, right, first round, there's, again, this is like a weird quirk of the game. First round, you're given 3 doors, and behind those 3 doors is 3 rooms. Whereas in the second round of, like, escape room sections, you're going to have 3 doors, but behind those 3 doors are another 3 doors. Like, it's kind of like, you don't get to pick the second set, right? That's predetermined for you depending on the route you're on. But the first set of doors, sometimes you get no choice, sometimes you get 3 choices, and sometimes you only get 2 choices. Or sometimes you get like a fake illusion of choice, where you're being forced in one, but it's like not apparent of that. It's weird. So, going through this run, I always have like, my notes are very incomplete because they're from ages ago, and I had to like touch them up. Yeah, I don't want to leave my life too late. But it's like, I've not got anything in my notes to tell me whether or not I need to worry or not about a prompt coming up. So if you're wondering why I'm saying, okay, I do this room with this person, it's because the prompts that they do give you for those doors say go into blank door with blank. And it's a thing. It's a thing. But we'll manage. We'll manage. We're about to find out though. Again, this room is with Alice and it is with Luna, so we should keep an eye out for the prompt that says either of their names on the very end, and we don't need to worry, because it just takes us straight into Bee Garden. Again, a bit silly, but it's one of those things. Like, I have a phone next to me I could check, but the timing's just one of those things where it's like, ugh. Right, either way, enough slacking off. It's been 7 minutes since I've completed a thing. Let's crack on. So what we want to do is immediately run all the way over here. Then we want to grab you. Okay, and we want to grab you, and we want to grab you. We don't open that drawer. Then we want to go over here, grab you, and then we want to head back over here, and then we want to click on you, and then get you. And then we get this little coin. Okay, yep, and then we want to select the metal detector, and then, nope, okay, that's not what I want. And then we got to use this on a bunch of different plants to find which ones have something metallic in them. Okay, so we will accidentally yap on a few times here, because picking up items is like the bane of my existence. It's like, okay, you're going to do it immediately, and it's like, yeah, that's it. So there's only one text box there, sometimes there'll be 5. Again, I think the kind of like the peak performance of this game, I think, will come at a day where someone knows exactly how many times they need to spam spacebar following a, what's it called, picking up an item. So we then want to grab a U, and then it is, there's a little bit section here where they press buttons and they have a bit of dialogue, and it's left, right, no, and then middle, right. What came out my mouth was completely wrong, but my brain was right. So that's going to stop this waterfall. didn't have enough in the animation budget to show it stopping, but yeah, it did. And then we get to fuck around with some coins. So, so red goes in there, then yellow goes in there, then green goes there, and white goes there. And then we're just gonna click some stars on screen, and we're done. So it is. So it's so purple, shit. No, so it's right, purple, blue, yellow, green, red. I clicked those, but it's the order that's important. Okay. But that is us done. It's going to give us a nice green screen, and it is moon, sun, star, moon, sun, star, moon, sun, star. Just going to head back over here. Hope I can remember it. So it's moon, sun, and then star. I was doubting myself. I was repeating it out loud, and I was still doubting myself, but we managed. And then for the fun part of each room, the complete decimation of my left mouse button and keyboard spacebar as we spam through, then going through everything that's in the safe. Usually this is quite helpful. In this particular instance, we kind of want it to end. No, okay, what are you waiting for? Yeah, again, I kind of love crew quarters because it forces you out of the safe and into the hole immediately. Whereas the other ones you kind of got to like pray you don't, you know, mess up. But Bee Garden is done, hooray! And now, if you would believe it, we're kind of done. Not with the run, but we're done with this route for a little bit. And so what we're going to do now, just next game, pick Betray, and type in something on the screen keyboard. And then we can skip the credits! Hooray! Yeah, if anyone has any questions about what the fuck's going on, I'm happy to answer. Because for once I feel like an authority on a subject. It's like, anyone who has subscribed to this channel for like Zero Escape content, they unsubbed years ago, became inactive then, right? Like, we're fine. Like, I feel as though I'm probably the only person. I wouldn't even say I'm tuned into my own stream if that makes sense, but like, if anyone tunes in who is like clocked into Zero Escape like actively, I would be shocked. Because that's just not what you'd expect, you know? It's like, we're pushing the boat out a little bit with this one, if you can't tell. Just a tiny bit. Because, well, that's just how it is. That's just how it is sometimes. Either way, this is where one of the checks that we did earlier comes into play. So we found that note in the room that we were just in, right? And that says IG. And then in one of the timelines we did earlier, where we jumped from immediately, we find out this machine is called an IG replicator, and we kind of put 2 and 2 together, and we're like, aha, we can duplicate medicine and make them not sick. But what is now going to come up? They've been cured, but we still think they're asleep. So we're going to go and play the game in Warehouse A. And we think we're playing against Alice, who should still reasonably be asleep. However, as Alice is a bit of what the kids call snitch, she's going to actually show up to try and kill us by voting Betray. So if we pick Ally, we die here. So she still decides to, you know, pull up to the function and pick Betray, which in this time where we pick Ally will get us killed. So we block her, and she's woke up. She's a bit mad, but we're also a bit mad that she killed us in a different timeline. And then she storms off. We storm off after her. And then, in fact, another check comes into play here, I believe. Where, yeah, so we find this string of letters right. And then we have to use something from the, when we were getting the credits before, that was like a tick. And we use that tick here. So she has a mo, gives us a bit of backstory. It is quite a good ending this in the base game. I'm happy it's part of the speedrun because I do mess with her despite the fact numerous times she tries to kill you. But basically, yes, we want to just type in the word completed. So it's COMPLETED, check. And then it is, 1, 2. Back onto all skip. Then, yeah, not happening. I was kind of hoping we could skip these sections, but we crack the code, and we find out who a bad man is. And then we go and deal with said bad man, and that will result in us getting a game over. But it ticks a box. It ticks a box, and I don't actually know what box this ticks, other than the fact it ticks a box, and we get an ending. No, because in the original, right, he gives us a code for the bomb section later on. But in this one, I don't actually know what he does. He's just goofy like that. Either way. So let's back out of this, because now we're going to click on Alicent, but we want to go into, we want to scroll up onto Luna's, and we want to jump into, we want to ally with her this time. So, bonk. And, yeah, so we're going into Golem Bay this time, and this one is an instance where they give you the option of which door to go into, in which we have to, because we're doing Luna's right now, we went with Luna in the first room, played the game against her, and then in this round, we also have to pick to go with Luna. General rule of thumb in this game, if you want the character's ending, you go with them in both rooms where possible. Except Dio. Dio, you don't actually do any escape rooms with in his route. Which is weird. Anyway, I need to remember to press enter here. Oh! Okay, that felt nasty. That felt frame perfect. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but hey, we've only got 30 minutes left. Which is quite nice when you consider we've only got 3 actually involved rooms. The rest are they're just a nice time, you know? They're just a nice time. Anyway, back in crew quarters, look at that little dot go. But yes, we want to go into Golem Bay. This is with Luna and with Alice. So when the option comes up, we're probably going to have to pick to go in with Alice, I would imagine, actually. So I think we get paired with Luna, don't we? Or not. It's one of them. And I think it's the top one. But I'm going to make sure, I'm going to give myself a second to actually glimpse it, so I don't screw myself over like I did before. Yeah. There is the option with Luna. And let's get down to business. This is probably the last actually difficult room of the run. And also the one I'm least practiced on. Because this was a bitch back in the day. So we want to turn around and grab something called a battery in a toolbox key. So I believe that is a battery. And then this is a little key. So, and then we want to find a wooden chevron here. So we got that. Then we want to head to the middle thing. And that will have a lab coat where I believe we'll find another chevron block. And then we want to go into the robot table in the middle of the room to get the final one. And then we want to combine these things into a nice little star. No, then we want to, just want to select the key. We want to dip the key in oil. Then we're going to go put it back in the toolbox we got it from, which should give us something. Okay, so oh, this is detergent. Yeah, of course, and a screwdriver. Okay, and a silver key. Beautiful. So now we want to go drawer. No, we want to put this key in this drawer underneath the laptop, and then we want to open the middle and bottom drawer. Again, I'm improvising this shit, man. I'm nervous, but we're not doing too bad as of yet. So it fits perfectly, and this will unlock the other drawers, right? I think. So let's open. I should have done it in a different order, but let's open you, and that's a tablet. Yeah, so we want to use the screwdriver on the tablet, and then we want to also put you in there for now. All right. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. But we want to make sure we come over here, stick you in. I'm going very, very off. Mission of hope. We could do the actual puzzle for that, but why do that when the answer is the same every time? And then we want to examine, and it is starts and stop. Beautiful. Right, and then we want to skim on around, and the thing is, where are you? Where are you? Oh no, it's in the middle. Got that. Okay. And then I actually forgot what the code was. I said start and start, but I don't remember what the thing was. Wait, hang on, that. No, I was hoping playback was delayed enough to the point where I wouldn't have to check. This is going to be embarrassing, so I have to check my archives. Okay, it's passwords, Golden Bay. Yep, start and start. I wouldn't have got that. I panicked because I had to remember where the safe was, and I kind of purged it from my short-term memory, which in theory isn't good. Like, it's not actually good, but we manage. Either way, we're heading on down to the Yappadai City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty, and we're gonna find a spark plug thing, key, whatever you want to call it, but we're gonna choose to leave it behind, and there we are. There is the door key. Oh, we actually do take it with us. Alright, weird. And then we just want to pop that in there. That could have gone significantly worse. Except forgetting where the safe was and then, you know, forgetting what the password was. I feel that was a resounding success. But we are now essentially on autopilot for the rest of the run. So there is 2 things we need to do. And then, again, we hit another ending. This is where we get a bit more involved. Because we kind of have a nice middle dip section, you know, it's like, you know, lounge, then there's like 8 minutes until pantry's done, and then, you know, 10 minutes. Like, obviously you got to account for the time you spend in the rooms, but generally there's a nice, like, 5-minute gap in between where I can kind of just yap on, but I only need to stay switched on for a few things. But this is one of those weird instances where, bad things happen. Where we have to keep an eye out. We have to put in a password. But we also going to watch out for an AB game as well that comes up. It's one of those. Never mind. I think I'm lying. But again, we have passwords to put in. That's hefty, right? Like, I do not know those passwords. I'm gonna try and memorize them now. At least just give them a once over so they're more familiar in my short-term memory. But yeah, we've got bomb passwords to stick in. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. But yeah, okay. Let's start. And we want to yeah, do that. And then we're gonna ally with Luna. So that will put us on a very merry amount of 7 points. And no! I forgot. I got distracted. It happens, but still. Curse you. Curse you. Alright, either way, let's go and do security. So, see what's weird about that? Oh, hang on. I'm confused as to what's going on. I can't imagine playing this game blind without any guides. So I will explain what I'm doing to the best of my ability. Again, okay, you did say that a minute ago, so I haven't been ignoring you. Basically, this is a sequel to a different game, but I like this one more. Basically, in the previous game, it's established that within this game's universe, you can transfer information between different timelines. Whereas in this game, in that game, it's very minor and only comes in at like the last minute. But it kind of makes sense. It's built up to. But in this game, they went balls to the wall with it, and they're like, right, what if we've got 26 endings and most of them are relevant? So there are some endings that you can get like off the bat, and then other endings where you need to have got different scenes in the story, usually different endings, in order to get them, because you need to remember stuff from those timelines. But how the timelines work, basically, 2 ways. You pick to go through a door with someone, and that will change the matchup in the game. And then there is a game we play where we can pick ally or betray, and that changes points values on people. And also, depending on that changes the combination of people for the following round. Which, yeah, also the doors you go through will have escape room segments. It's a whole thing. Anyway, we're about to go into security, which I'm afraid is quite hard. Is it really? No. Okay, so I need to get in this, the main note I've got is that I need to make sure I do not have she knows everything on the thing. So I'm gonna turn these screens on. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, it's gonna be this, isn't it? Wait, and it's CGDQNY. There it is. SGDQNY. Right, well, I'm blind. Again, so if you... Most of the speedrun probably will make sense, but you basically know the solutions already. And 15. So, we don't gonna find out, say, the length on those timers. Why do that? When we can instead go and turn on... Oh, right, okay, so, What the fuck? Right, okay, never mind. My notes are abysmal there. That is my fault. Nope, shit. Okay. Never mind. We're not haranguing security anymore. That is dismal. So, we're gonna go and have a ta-da moment that these are, you know... So can I... Okay, this needs severely fixing, right? Okay. My notes for this section are really fucked. To cut it very eloquently, but we want to turn you off, and you off. And then we want to go in here, and then we can rearrange these to, I was you, and then, will be me. I'm going to ignore the fact I'm borderline... I don't even know. This is borderline tragic. But at least the passcode's easy. It's Moon, Moon, and Star, which is easy enough. I'm making... no, okay, yes, I'm aware about how passwords work in this game. But it was Moon, Moon, Star. Was it on the top? Okay. Thankfully, my stream playback. Fuck. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? For passwords, security, Moon, son. It's a fucking... I'm not gonna talk about that. Again, the title of the stream sort of sets anyone's expectations very low. And if they were high, expecting you to hit an hour 20 minutes on the speedrun, nah. So, there we are, time. 59 minutes, 15 seconds to get to security. That is crazy. Like, I'm trying to think, actually. So, again, if you haven't played this game before but you're interested, I don't want to spoil it, but at the beginning of the stream I did also say, this probably isn't going to be the best game. You know, best stream to watch if you're ever interested in playing the game. Basically, like this route, we're basically gonna get some more shit to tick off the... In fact, this is the last pre-requirement we've got for the true ending. Like, this is quite interesting to me, as someone who has played the game to its completion, because this, I think, is by design. Like, this is the last ending you get before the true ending. Because each character has an ending, right, and even you have an ending, and you can get your own ending before you can get this character's ending, which is a bit weird. Slightly. Slightly. But yeah, by design, this is the final ending you're meant to get, because you can get really far into it. Like, what we are doing now is, like, this is actually what most people will be able to play through. You know, you can get this far in the game. Nothing has shown up that would stop you from doing this on your first run through, except this password section about to show up, which is really cool because it makes you distrust someone for the entire game, and then you get this ending way later on, once you've got the password for this computer, and all of a sudden it's like, well... actually not untrustworthy. So it's GTF DML 016, and then Milkavoli. That's the password. Again, I can't really say anything about that without being spoilers, but it's GTF DML and then 016, and then you are Milkavoli. Don't know why they chose those. They're a bit annoying, but give it a second. And actually, we're done with this, aren't we, I think? Okay, yeah, we're actually coming up on what I believe, ladies and gentlemen, is the final stretch of the game. We're in the home stretch, right? So what we're going to do now, we're in the speedrun, we got a mandatory bad game over. We now need to go back to that, but get the different outcome. But because we got bad game over, we can now get the good version of that instance, which takes us through to the true ending, and this is the final thing we need to do in order to tick all the boxes for the true ending, in which we just turn off some bombs. and then we solve a room, which is, if I'm not wanting to mince words, a bit fucking evil. Red is very evil. Okay. Like, this is the only time where I have notes that literally do not fit in my small notepad window. Anyway, the omen remains in the distance. They want you to distrust this person heavily. And we're about to play a game against them. So, we're gonna ally. Because, if we betray, we get a bad ending. Because we kind of... It's one of those instances where you piss off the wrong person at the wrong time. But at least canonically, you make a nice little garden in the bad ending. Whereas in the good ending... Actually, the good ending's marginally more shit. Actually... Yeah, both endings are equally shit, but this is seen as the better ending. Because... you haven't pissed anyone off. Yeah, so I just had to do a double take on my knowledge of Virtue's Last World War. Yeah, no, both endings of this are kind of shit. Because we've just locked ourselves in the bunker with the person who's meant to be dead currently. Yeah, we're kind of in, like, overtime here. You usually don't see it, see a timeline after somebody leaves, but this one, they're chill with you and they let you see it. But we're going to get an explanation on what actually happened, which you don't get until way later, to make you distrust her a bit more throughout the whole game. Meanwhile, Fi has escaped with the child. Yeah. We kinda... Yeah, both endings are quite bad now I think about it. But at least in this one, 2 people leave, whereas in the other one, 1 person leaves. Well, 2, but then 1 dies immediately after, so it's like... I don't know. Which ending of the Luna route is worse? The one where you ally with her and you get some info, or the bad one, where you've at least got company in the shelter and make a nice garden? Either way, right, you're going to yap on a fair amount, which is fair. And what we want to wait for is she's going to disintegrate to dust and a song on a music box is going to play, and then we done. So, exit door wall is where we want to be. Yes, okay. Luna is disintegrating. And bomb. Okay, we're done. Okay, so we're coming up on Too Fast, Too Furious. Before Q, we've got bombs and then elevator Mark 2. So I'm going to click start. And then maybe go 1, 2, 3. And make the door shut quicker. Then we're going to press allies and it gets the option 2. And in the other timeline, we pissed someone off. So we now know the correct things to say. When in this timeline, previously we would have got, like, shafted. We kind of can stop them, knowing... You know what I mean? It's like we know the right things to say because we purposely fuck up in the other timeline to piss them off and ask them. Or find out what we need to say to cool them down. It's a thing. But we've chilled them out. We're vibing. And nobody's dead in this one, so you know it's the true ending. But, right, let's go. So, again, remembering stuff from other timelines now, we should be able to disable bombs throughout the complex, which means we don't get blown to smithereens before we can do the next 2 escape rooms, which is quite helpful. So, again, past me, for whatever reason, thought of ordering these bombs numerically, but not in the order you solve them. So, I forgot this room was here. I gotta stay switched on now, because it needs to press enter a few different times. And she's gonna ask me if it's alive, and then I think she's got 1 more? I don't know. Yeah. But, after she explains basically the entire concept of the game, we find the final bomb. And we now go off on one. We do a little bit of a crazy circuit, some would say. And by crazy, I mean, like, we just stop ourselves dying. But again, in the original game, this would not take you, like, an hour to do. Because you gotta go through, like, way more timelines than we did in this run to get the passwords for the bombs. Like, I think we get 1, actually, as part of this run. But, again, this is the last ending. We've ticked all the flags, so the game has no hesitations about basically dropping every single lore detail. It brings them all together, if that makes sense. It's a good mesh of all the different timelines, except without the death. For now. For now. We could still get a bad ending. Also, I should mention, again, my previous record for this game was an hour 20 minutes. My dry run the other night was an hour 32 minutes. So I'm aiming to land closer to hour 20 this time, we'll see. So it's LXQ, LHC, NMR. LXQ, LHC, NMR. Check. And then I need to re-enable, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that has a time, an animation similar to the doors, where it like goes on glowing. If we do it, we can fix it. So it's EQD, DYR, NTK. EQD, EQD, DYR, NTK. EQD, DYR, NTK. Hey, let's get it. EQD, DYR, NTK. Thank you, short-term memory. I appreciate you. Anyway, we want to do the, again, speed that along. Thankfully, this is a very quick section. But the next one's up. So it's BQZ RGJ DXR. BQZ RGJ DXR. BQZ RGJ DXR. Thankfully, I double checked that was a D. In my head, it was saying, it was like, well, is it a D? Is it a B? Who knows? But we've got one more. We've done bombs 3, 2, and 1. We need to do 0. I'm going to have a flashback to all the different timelines, which is a lot funnier when you know that some of these we haven't actually seen. But that one is a nice easy one to finish. It's LXA QNS GDQ. Again, we get these. There's no way to speed these up. I've tried and failed. So LXA QNS GDQ. Game's not quick. So LXA QNS GDQ. Bump. And let's see it. Let's see it. Bam. So that is everything done for now. And now I need to open Snapchat. That's a critical part of the run. And I need to remember a... Wait, fuck, why am I in queue? I didn't realize we were in queue. Shit. I thought we went to elevator route. Never mind. My notes are wrong again. Okay, so we're gonna get a little thing that pops up. I'm gonna close Snapchat then. We don't need Snapchat yet. But elevator route. Oh shit. Right, that's quite silly actually, and I've done my splits wrong, but we will manage. No, okay, so we want elevator, and then we want you, and you. This room is essentially Minesweeper in the actual game, which I should probably state. So then it is you in that hole, and then you. Yes, bottom left 2 on that, and then we want to get the green and red puzzle. So that is bottom 2 triangles, bottom. It's a bop, 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 bop. Make them all red. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that I've swapped the splits around for that. And then, yeah, get red SD card. So we're gonna have you, and then you're gonna have a bit of... No, never mind. I thought they chatted more about that. Right, so then, turn to left of entry door, and then it is... No, never mind, I've done that wrong. It's you. Yeah. Get you. And then that brings that out. And then, my next instruction is nab darts. Who am I to disagree? And, oh, okay, yeah, no, we're definitely not beating my record, because I've got to pull out the darts cabinet, as you do. But we can back out now and then use the darts on that. Not too much of a loss, but yeah. So we need to green 13, blue 14, and red 11. So, green 13, yep, then blue 14, and then red 11. And that will give us a nice 100, and get us a green SD card. And then, yes, yeah, this is the one way to talk about it, isn't it? Yeah, so then, you want to face to left of East door, and then it is you. Nope, I ain't got bound. Get out here. Get out here. And then it's like, okay, I have no idea what the purpose of this was. What the fuck was I thinking with this? What was I cooking? Okay, 2x2 square and bottom left, we've got that. Then 3 along horizontal from furthest left above SD computer. Then jump across 2 squares left from computer and draw 3 horizontal, 2 vertical rectangles starting from the bottom. Ah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I know what this is. That is this, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Never mind. That's me reading the wrong note, actually. But then I believe we can go do dice, which is nice. So let's get this. This is evil. So right blue is left, down, 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 left. Then top right is right, down, 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 down. Then the top green is down, right, 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 down. Then the leftmost blue is down, right, down, up, 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 right. Then the top red is right, right, down, left, left. And then this one is down, down, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, left, down, right, down. That has made people cry, that puzzle, because it is evil and was designed by the devil, so I've been told. When he went down to Georgia, no less. But yeah, a little bit of an optimization in this room is that you can now, well, not even now, it's just I kept pulling out a thing that says dice when I didn't need to. But this is DBAE, we're going to press ally, bomb, bomb. And then we're going to do the same. So A, E, C, D, B, ally. And then final round. And then again, just A, bump. And then 6 of us get 9 points, which allows us to get the green password. And then we're done. This is the last room of the run, which is quite nice. So that is Star, Sun, and Moon. I love that Pokemon game. Anyway, so yeah, it's just here then. We remembered it this time, didn't we? Well, I think we're pretty much done. Again, but we're heading off to Yapadice City. Yeah, I feel so stupid for getting my splits the wrong way around. Of course Q comes before Elevator, because Elevator's the first and the last room you do. But my brain just apparently wasn't with it enough to, you know, clock that. And was like, nah, Elevator obviously comes before Q. Because Q's the more climactic finale of the 2 final rooms. Oh, never mind, that's why we pulled that out. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought I could skip pulling the dice shelf out, but no. No. Never mind. Remember to pull the dice shelf out, me in the future, because that was effing... I did not realize it did that. So it pulls it out anyway, then does a spin and then hangs. So pulling it out is the correct shout. Okay, and then, oh shit, okay, this is Kurashiki, and then Jumpy Doll. And we get a nice little hologram. Oh, she shows up. Eventually. Yeah, she takes a bit to load in. But now she is going to give us a lot of exposition. I think we're gonna do this quicker than I did last night. When I was like... Because last night was me figuring out how to replay the game on PC. Because I've played through it on 3DS recently. Bit more chill. Just figured I'd play it like on public transport and stuff. We're chill. But yeah, no. I just get like re-familiar with controls and like generally what's going on and stuff. So, in this one, again, this is going to kick us out of the timeline. But we're going to get this nice little memo that says there is no destination available, and that is going to be, yeah, so AV room pass, and then I'm going to go on all skip to make sure I've got this password pulled up on Snapchat. We remember from the future, so we can just immediately leave, which is effing hilarious. So, again, we gotta walk in. Oh, okay, Davin has just said something as I've, like, tabbed off the stream on my phone. But literally, this room is fucking hilarious, because you just... So it's sun, star, sun. That's it. I don't need Snapchat anymore. Oh, my chat needs to reload. No. Okay, no. Okay, then bump. Just exit out. And we are basically chilling. This is the last actual bit of, like... No, there's one more additional input we need to make in this game. And you're about to see it. So we're going to stand through the rest of this text. I'm going to press 1. And now we are at time. When we see a certain bit of text. But we got this narrative section, and then yeah. Oh, I enjoyed the stream. Got to head out. Well, thank you for hearing me ramble incoherently about about the speedrun dev, and I appreciate it. Regular video will be out tonight, by the way, for those wondering if this is replacing that. Feels like I should have mentioned. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me, even though you have no idea what the hell's going on. Either way, no to be continue, to the guest. So obviously, we're going to go forward in time a little bit, and we're going to mash that, and then we are approaching the end of the game, actually. And by that, I mean I've made my final input. This is just skimming through all the text until we get to the end. Which is a bit alarming, actually, because I expected us to be past 1 hour 20 here. Like, we got out of queue a minute ago, right? No, we got out of the elevator a minute ago, even. I was going to say, we only got out of queue, though, 3 minutes ago. But we're blitzing through this. Again, the official time I got previously was 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 45 seconds. So, you gotta imagine, if I was a bit better in, like, queue, and just generally didn't have to Google anything in pantry, this could have been at least, like, a minute quicker. So, the question is... again, this is... Oh yeah, no, so I gotta spam through some dialogue, but that's really not counting as an input, is it? But I'm gonna check, actually, because we got a bit more that's going on. So, speedrun, Neremik games. Yeah, okay. I thought this was a previous search on my phone. What's the current record on this? Because I know I'm not gonna get it, but let's have a check. 1 hour 12 minutes. So yeah, I got distance and hours to put in. But let's go through the reveal, and we're actually gonna beat my previous time, I believe, which is crazy. Again, okay, never mind. There's more explanations going on here than I thought happened. But either way, I think I'm going to beat my time. Fuck me. Fuck me, it took 2 runs. I beat my previous time by a minute and 32 seconds. Again, I did like my reintroduction run last night where I just kind of fucked around in the escape rooms and was like half-assing, you know, save the navigation sections and going, yeah, I wasn't spamming control on those door sections to save like a second or so. But, wow. That's, huh. So, let's have a brief moment, right? Anyone who's in here watching the VOD. Where could we have improved that? Like, general tidiness, I think, is one. Like, B Garden was a bit of a... You know, we lost, like, maybe 10, 20 seconds in B Garden because I was a bit, you know, shits. Yeah, like, general tidiness, I think, is something that, like, if I run consistently, say I want to go for record, I'll get better at. But, I mean, where we lost time the most? Q, forgetting passwords. I'm not sure, like... Really, it was in queue, forgetting passwords, mainly Golden Bay, and then Pantry. Pantry was the worst. Like, we're just gonna mention Pantry. But of course, oh, yeah, Elevator as well. I did Elevator incorrectly. Like, well, actually, yeah, I did say. So, why did we save time then? Because, again, the quickest I've ever done Elevator is 3 minutes, so I was 24 seconds slower than I used to be, right? Like, I thought, you know, this is going to be well over an hour, 20 minutes. Easy, when I saw that time. But, apparently, no. Like, I think I'm as fast as I've ever been in Elevator, Infirmary, crew quarters, and... Okay, security, actually. Security was a bit dismal. So, realistically, right, if I'm a bit better at remembering where the safe is in Golden Bay next time, if I remember to get that damn bookshelf out in queue and re-add that into my notes, actually, if I refine my notes on queue, generally, right, if I can remember where the safe is in Golden Bay, if I cannot do whatever the hell I was in security, and generally just fuck it up less in B Garden, I think we're fine, because the first half was quite good. Like, even the laboratory was like, you know... that kind of went well. So I suppose this is the part where I should save it. Like, I don't feel as though I should, because it's like... But I want to see. I want to... Yeah, so that's Fi's ending. Now, it does give you the option to... I mean, I could have a few saves. I'm not sure who would be crazy enough to have 30 saves of Virtue's Last Reward going at one time, but hey. I will save it in this one, because this is an incomplete run, I believe. So, yeah, save data number 2. Hour 21 minutes, so yeah, there it is in raw data. I mean, we said it was what? A minute and, another amount of time faster. Okay, yeah, no, it was a minute and 32 seconds faster. 31, because I'm seeing that 0.99. I don't want to get caught on that technicality. But the game's saying it was, I don't know. I know actual time as how the category is measured, but not bad. Could I say maybe stream someday soon, like a large amount of attempts where we aim to get the record? Well, I mean, that would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Also, you know, we could possibly, you know, we can get 2 for 1. We could stream, and that counts as a day's content, and then we could, you know, get the stream highlight of the run itself, and then some of that speedrun, make it two videos. Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm not going to probably submit this run because it was a bit scuffed. But I think there is room to simply get better, which is quite nice. So I'm going to leave you all with that wonderful thought. It is getting a bit late. I say goodbye to Neremik in the background. You know, he's been watching over us. It's his influence. But yeah, look at us go. That is a paltry ending completion list compared to the one you're expected to get, but we manage. But this is the part where I end the stream. And now previously when I was streaming, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lurker that sometimes tunes in who he works, and he says that I'm always awkward when I end my streams. And he's right. But there's one specific time I'm actually not going to be awkward. I'm just going to end the stream. But thank you everyone for coming out. I do appreciate it. It was pretty chill on it. It was pretty chill. You know, all things considered, I will have to watch this back and see just how bad the keyboard mashing is. Again, on the run that was previously world record, deafening. You know, there have been volcanic eruptions quieter than my keyboard in that run. And that's not even like an exaggeration, that has been. But yeah, sorry, I've just seen my stream set up properly for the first time. I forgot I had a bunch of Cheem Spray emojis below the thing. But yeah, haha, Brandon from university. I'm not going to be awkward when I end the stream. I'm just going to end it naturally and not drag it on for ages. So yeah, thank you for coming out. We set a new personal best, which I think is quite good. Again, the actual current record is 1 hour 12 minutes, and if you want the exact seconds, it is 1 hour 12 minutes 38. So we are about 6, just over 6.5 minutes slower. But that sounds feasible. That sounds feasible, mate. Will he reclaim his throne? I don't know. Tune in next live stream where we do multiple runs, each more deranged than the last. And who knows? We might pull it off. Thinking we might, instead of doing like multiple full runs, we might do, say, runs, and if we don't feel as though we're doing quick enough, we reset. Maybe. We'll see. But that's going to be it for now. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to like and subscribe whether you're watching live or on the VOD. Thank you for tuning in regardless. And yeah, I'm going to end this. I wouldn't call this an awkward outro. And yeah, we did it. Weird stream, but yeah, thank you for everyone who came out, and yeah, see you next time.